As my ambition gets larger, it's time for me to rise.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Mark Washington Show. I'm your host, Anthony Corelli, and with me, the kid. How are you?
Good.
Doing good, huh? All right. It's nice to see you back. It's been a while. So it is Brad Maddox era, week number 5. What do you think of Brad Maddox as the Raw general manager so far? 5 weeks in? Think he's doing a good job?
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get right into our Raw report for this week. It is a Daniel Bryan and a clean shaven, without the beard, Wade Barrett in the first match of the night. And Brad Maddox comes to the ring as the special guest referee. And he's wearing the stripes again. You know, he started out as a referee. So it's kind of nice to see him back in the stripes. A little bit of a fast count by Brad Maddox on Daniel Bryan. But our second match of the night was Damian Sandow and Randy Orton. The crowd was really hot for that match. They were really going
People
crazy.
really like Cody now.
I know, they really do.
It's probably because Team Road Scholars broke up.
Probably. You know what I liked when Cody said, does Damian Sandow's Money in the Bank briefcase look like a bar of chocolate to anyone else?
Yeah, it
Did you
does.
notice that?
It does.
It looks delicious. It just looks delicious.
Good thing you didn't see it in real life. You would eat it.
I may. If it's a suitcase made of chocolate, of course. But Cody distracts Damian Sandow. Randy Orton RKO's him and gets the pin. And a very nice match, a very technical match, very good match, very well paced. I really like that match. Then we see the Shield, and they're talking about something. I'm not really sure. It was kind of a bad promo from the Shield. Not their usual really good money stuff. So I was kind of disappointed in that. And then Brock Lesnar also has a promo spot.
Who cares?
Well, I thought that he talked pretty well. I thought he did a pretty good job of making me want to see his match against CM Punk.
CM Punk is already going to win.
Oh, you think so, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, what about the Great Khali and Natty Neidhart versus Big E Langston and AJ? AJ's a little bit. Yeah. So we don't want to say that word because if she hears it, she gets really upset. So.
Hey, she could see you.
Oh. Hey, she's not watching the show. She doesn't watch this show, you think? But that match was kind of weird because the ref didn't see AJ tap out, and then Natty gets her in the sharpshooter again, and then the ref sees her tap out. It was just a big mess. Vince McMahon comes out. We've seen a lot of Vince McMahon lately, so I'm kind of excited about that. What do you think about Vince? Do you like Vince?
Yeah.
Indifferent?
I like his father more.
He says, maybe Brad Maddox didn't do as well at refereeing the first match as he thought. Brad Maddox isn't the one that should be reffing the match at SummerSlam between John Cena and Daniel Bryan.
He was born to be a referee.
Brad Maddox?
Mm.
Well, I don't know.
Maybe he was just born to,
Be a general manager?
yeah.
Well, Brad Maddox says, well, it's been a while. Maybe I was a little excited. And Triple H comes out, which I always...
I like Triple H.
I enjoy seeing Triple H. And Vince is saying, he hasn't been the same since he cut his hair.
Huh?
Yeah, that's what he says. Hasn't been the same since Triple H cut his hair. I haven't been the same since I cut my hair either. Did you notice that? Triple H says, you know what? Brad Maddox is not going to be the referee on Sunday in that match with Daniel Bryan and John Cena. It's going to be him instead.
What? Who's going to be special referee?
Triple H is going to be the special guest referee
Oh, yay!
instead of Brad Maddox this Sunday at SummerSlam.
I hope John wins.
We see Kane and Titus O'Neil, which was just a basic
Kane for a long
match.
time.
Kane is back. He's in a program with the Wyatt family, and it was just nice to see Kane out there wrestling. It was a very quick match, but the Wyatt family, after the match, say they're going to get Kane. They come down to the ring with their little lantern and all that stuff. And then Kane's up at the top. I just don't think they're getting enough. There's not enough story to this feud.
Yeah.
It's just like, whatever. They're just throwing whatever's at the wall and letting it stick. But nonetheless, it will be nice to see Bray Wyatt actually wrestle in a match at SummerSlam. We see Josh and the Bellas in the back. Looks like a big match between Natty and Bree. And I also heard that they're going to bring Maria Menounos into that match at Access. What do you think? Have you ever heard of Maria Menounos? Do you know who she is? She's the girl from Dancing with the Stars and Extra.
Oh.
You know which one I'm talking about?
Yes.
Yeah. So I guess she's going to be in a match with Natty.
I know Dancing with the Stars because Chris Jericho was on it.
Oh, Alberto Del Rio comes to the ring without Ricardo Rodriguez. Ricardo got beat up last week, as you know. And so no more ring announcer for Alberto Del Rio. Justin Roberts doing the duty for him. I said duty. Alberto Del Rio and Kofi Kingston. A little bit off. I thought their timing was a little off, but Alberto gets the win with a nice
that was
arm
the bad
breaker.
part.
Yeah, a nice arm breaker, and then they start to try and put over the Alberto Del Rio versus Christian match at SummerSlam. So
Yay, Christian's going to win.
the Real Americans, which I know are one of your favorite tag teams right now.
No.
Well, they're not. The Real Americans take on the Usos. How about the Usos? Are the Usos one of your favorite tag teams right now? When I say ooh, you say
So.
ooh.
So.
Ooh.
So.
Very good. Yeah, I may have to take you to a wrestling event. You're doing so well at that. And the Usos end up winning against the Real Americans in a nice little match.
That was a good part.
A good little roll up by the Usos. Now we see what I've been waiting for, the talk of the town, the talk of Twitter, Daniel Bryan and John Cena on Miz TV. And I'm
That was
hoping...
boring. It was just talking and talking. The part with Miz is entertaining.
Miz TV, Daniel Bryan and John Cena. You say boring because it was a lot of talking. I thought it was amazing. I thought that John Cena and Daniel Bryan were entertaining on Miz TV. He made me want to watch the match. He made me want to see what's going to happen if Daniel Bryan can beat John Cena. Daniel Bryan's a wrestler. John Cena's an entertainer. I mean...
John Cena's kind of a wrestler entertainer. Because he can be kind of on cereal boxes for...
Yeah, he can be on the cereal boxes. But I don't know. It was just a really good, like, it made me interested in their match. It makes me want to see.
I agree what Daniel said.
What did Daniel say that you agree with?
That he's a wrestler and Cena's an entertainer.
Well, I do agree that Daniel Bryan is a wrestler. I'm not saying that John Cena can't wrestle.
He's
I'm not saying
really
that
good.
I'm not saying that he's the 5 moves of doom. He's, any of that stuff. I'm just saying that Daniel Bryan
Oh, Dad.
is
Are we going to do 3 questions?
more athletically, yes. I just think that Daniel Bryan is more athletically knowledgeable of wrestling as opposed to John Cena. Fandango and R-Truth. And I was on such a big adrenaline rush. And then we get those two and they do a dance off. I was like,
I didn't see the dance off.
yeah, it was awful. So,
I don't see it.
yeah.
I like awful stuff.
What do you think of the Mark Washington
funny.
show?
It's awful.
Thank you. It's awesome. I like that you said it's awesome. Thank you.
I said it's awful.
Yes, I know. Awesome. Thank you. All right. So then we see the Battle Royal for who is going to face
Who won?
Dean Ambrose at SummerSlam. But it ends up being like RVD, Ryback, World's Strongest Man, Mark Henry in the end, and RVD eliminates the World's Strongest Man and will be facing Ambrose at SummerSlam for the U.S. title.
Huh?
That should be a pretty good match. I'm
Who's
hoping.
facing him?
Rob Van Dam.
Oh.
Rob Van Dam versus Dean Ambrose for the U.S. title at SummerSlam.
I'm sorry.
And I think that if they let him go,
Actually,
that's going to be a
it's
good
kind of
match.
hard.
That's going to be a good match. It really is. Hopefully they give him some time. It's the pre-show, so they should have plenty of time. And then the Shield come out after Rob Van Dam wins, and they kind of surround the ring, and then we hear the theme music of your favorite wrestler. So the Big Show returns to Monday Night Raw.
I never saw him.
You probably didn't watch the show. It's okay. You
Didn't.
don't have to watch Raw to be on this show.
Yes, I do.
We're good. All right. So
Well, are you?
Big Show comes out. Shield scurries off into the crowd. Our main event of the evening, CM Punk versus Paul Heyman. And I've been waiting.
Finally, we're almost done with this awful show.
I know the show is awesome. Paul Heyman comes out and says, CM Punk, come on down. I've brought Brock Lesnar with me. And the music comes on, and they look for CM Punk and look for him, and he's behind them. He was posing as the cameraman. CM Punk hits Brock Lesnar with the camera. Paul Heyman starts to go to the back. Out comes Curtis Axel. CM Punk takes care of him. Brock Lesnar still laid out at the ring, and the show ends. So now we're going to do our 3 questions. All right. Our first question is from Yvette in Visalia, and it is, who from the current roster do you think is a first ballot Hall of Famer? So who do you think on the current roster will go into the Hall of Fame just no problem as soon as they retire?
Oh, one of them was like a wrestler that's still wrestling?
Yes. And as soon as they retire, the next year they're going to be in the Hall of Fame.
That's hard.
I know my pick.
How about you go first?
My pick is John Cena. I think that
That's what I was going to say.
I think that he's carried the company for a long time. When he retires, he's going to go right into the Hall of Fame.
Phil from Chicago.
Okay, yeah. Our second question.
But not
so
from
we agree.
Chicago, Illinois.
So we both agree John Cena will be the first ballot Hall of Famer on the current roster, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Phil from Chicago writes, is tag team wrestling worth putting more emphasis on? I guess he wants to know what we think about, like, emphasis. Do you know what emphasis means?
Mm-mm.
It means, like, importance. It means, do you think that tag team wrestling is important enough for them to keep talking about and keep focusing on? So should they have more tag team matches?
Yes.
And maybe make the tag team title a big title? You know, instead of, you know, every now and again they'll have a tag team match or whatever. I personally like tag team matches. My favorite tag team from the past is the Killer Bees. And Bubba from Orlando wants to know who your favorite foreign wrestler is. You know, foreign wrestler means like somebody that has an accent. Like not from the United States.
Oh, like Sheamus.
Sheamus, yes, that's a foreign wrestler. Is he your favorite foreign wrestler?
Yes.
And I think that mine would probably be the Iron Sheik. I guess that's our show for this week, isn't it? A nice show, huh?
No.
Quick moving Raw. Nice 3 questions. One. Mark Washington show for this week. Thanks for watching. Here. Blow it up. Here. Blow it up.
No.
Come on.
No.
Come on.
No.
Blow it up.
No.
Blow it up.
No.
Blow it up.
No. No.
Blow it up.
No. No.
Blow it
No.
up.
No.
Blow it
No.
up.
No.
Blow it up. 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 Blow it up.